was the chairman of the board of the Union Broadcasting Systems, and he died at 11 o'clock this morning of a heart condition, and woe is us. We're in a lot of trouble. So, a rich little man with white hair died. What has that got to do with the price of rice, right? And why is that woe to us? Because you people and 62 million other Americans are listening to me right now. Because less than 3% of you people read books. Because less than 15% of you read newspapers. Because the only truth you know is what you get over this tube. Right now, there is an entire generation that never knew anything that didn't come out of this tube.
Whoa. Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream world and the real world?
I was born in 1990, and I was sort of raised in America when it was a cult of self-expression, and I was just taught, you know, express myself and have things to say, and everyone will care about them. And I think everyone was taught that, and most of us found out no one gives a what we think. So we flock to performers by the thousands because we're the few that have found an audience, and then I'm supposed to get up here and say, follow your dreams, as if this is a meritocracy. It is not, okay? I had a privileged life, and I got lucky, and I'm unhappy. They say it's like the me generation. It's not. The arrogance is taught, or it was cultivated. It's self-conscious. That's what it is. It's conscious of self. What the social media, it's just the market's answer to a generation that demanded to perform. So the market said, here, perform everything to each other all the time for no reason. It's prison. It's horrific. It is performer and audience melded together. What do we want more than to lie in our bed at the end of the day and just watch our life as a satisfied audience member? I know very little about anything, but what I do know is that if you can live your life without an audience, you should do it.
Well, my idea of a good actor is somebody who can do nothing well.
Of all that is holy, will you look at Karen Smith's gym clothes?
Of course, all the plastics are in the same gym class. Where are the plastics?
They're teen royalty. If North Shore was Us Weekly, they would always be on the cover.
Could it be Satan?
Who wants to pray to the devil with me?
Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration on how to play this role.
On behalf of Amy, I'd like to thank the devil and all the dark lords who
Don't do the devil stuff.
gave her this award
Don't do the devil stuff.
and allowed her to feast on the flesh of the innocent.
Good evening, godless sodomites.
Never watch the television. Never watch the television. It's the greatest scientific indoctrination tool ever devised. Haven't you figured that out? It's changed the whole culture of nations, not just one nation. Why do you think it was mandatory that everybody in Britain give access to televisions by the government? Why do you think China is under the same program to get everyone with a TV right now? Because they love to have you entertained. Do you really think that? And India is on the same route as well right now too. Most of your ideas and your opinions and how you emulate, because you emulate things, you mimic what you see.
What are you doing?
I'm bringing the truth, John. We're in Hollywood, the belly of the beast.
You can't just read the prompter?
I'm reading the prompter in here.
It becomes you become it. And That's what's happened. It's been very, very, very successful. Never watch the television. You can't watch a movie unless you do it critically. If you watch it critically, not there to enjoy it. Remember what they say, it's your emotions that get you on. And it's interwoven, all these emotional themes all through movies. You're played like a harp. And they embed ideas into you, along with the movies. And predictive programming too. So you'll accept that which is still to come. And you'll behave the same way as the characters in the movie when it comes. Oh well, what can you do? I'll just watch much music or television. Yeah. You're given a mind of your own, and you've got to use it for yourself.
Reality television celebrates the human condition. By illuminating what's extraordinary in the ordinary person.
And believe you me, if you ever had a nation or wanted a nation, you'd have to make sure that everyone took their turn. Everyone took their turn. Just like jury duty, to go in and oversee the guys that are supposed to be taking care of everything on your behalf. It's a tight club right now. It's been like that forever, because they never intended to give you anything called democracy, or, in fact, a republic.
It warps the minds of our children and weakens the resolve of our allies.
Gangs and fraternities run the systems of the countries. That's how they're run. And under taxation, and it's true what Marx said, and it's true what Lenin said, about that part of it, all wealth comes from labor. And tax is another term for labor. When they take your labor from you and give you nothing back for it, that's called stealing and slavery. Slavery, folks. But no teacher told you that, did they?
The results are often dramatic and always unexpected. We're here to honor achievement in that category.
By giving you a golden idol to worship.
Kneel before your God, Babylon!
One there, that's Karen Smith. She is one of the dumbest girls you will ever meet. Damien sat next to her in English last year.
She asked me how to spell orange.
And that little one, that's Gretchen Wieners.
She's totally rich because her dad invented toaster strudel.
Gretchen Wieners knows everybody's business. She knows everything about everyone.
That's why her hair is so big. It's full of secrets.
Hey, what's happening?
And evil takes a human form in Regina George. Don't be fooled, because she may seem like your typical selfish, backstabbing, slut-faced hoe bag, but in reality, she is so much more than that.
She's the queen bee, the star. Those other two are just her little workers.
Regina George. How do I even begin to explain Regina George?
Could it be?
Regina George is flawless.
She has 2 Fendi purses and a silver Lexus.
I hear her hair is insured for $10,000.
I hear she does car commercials in Japan.
Her favorite movie is Varsity Blues.
One time she met John Stamos on a plane.
And he told her she was pretty.
One time she punched me in the face. It was awesome.
Today, I talk about narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. NPD has 9 traits. Let's see them one at a time with several films. Trait number 1. People with NPD are frequently envious of others or believe that others envy them.
I'm sorry that people are so jealous of me, but I can't help it that I'm popular. Not my fault you're like in love with me or something.
What?
Oh no, she did not.
See, that is the thing with you plastics. You think that everybody is in love with you.
NPD often co-occur with other mental disorders. In their lifetime, 41% of people with NPD have a substance use disorder, 29% have a mood disorder, and 40% have an anxiety disorder. Furthermore, 63% also have another personality disorder. Trait number 2. People with NPD often have a sense of entitlement, as seen by their unjustified demands of preferential treatment.
16 years old, and for once, I bring home a report card and it's almost all A's. I go to my old man, can I take the car out? Take the guys out in the Buick, sort of a victory drive. He says no. I take it anyway, I steal the keys, I sneak it out.
You took the car with no permission. Why? Why then?
Because I deserved it.
My flight has been canceled. It's some absurd weather problem. I need to get home tonight. The out. Call Donatella. Get her jet. Call everybody else that we know that has a jet. Irv. This is your responsibility. This is your job. Get me home.
I'm sorry, but if you can't pay, then I can't schedule the appointment.
I just really need some money. All I'm asking you for is $10,000. You owe me for breaking off the engagement.
Trait number 3. This attitude of entitlement, along with a lack of awareness of others' interests and needs, can lead to the intentional or unintentional exploitation of others.
I sell her. We really should weld these bumpers on. But that takes time, equipment, money. So, we use super glue instead. Go ahead, put it on there.
Won't it fall off?
Definitely.
Isn't that dangerous?
Not to me, okay?
Daddy, you're a crook.
Susanna, just take it easy here. What? You've had enough? What does that mean, you've had enough?
Just had enough. I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
Yes.
You're leaving me now? I need you. I need you now.
You need nobody.
What does that mean? What? Just take it easy. Just, what is my crime here, huh? What is my goddamn crime?
You use people. You're using Raymond. You're using me. You use everybody.
I'm using Raymond. Raymond, am I using you? Am I using you, Raymond? Yeah. Shut up!
This tube is the gospel, the ultimate revelation. This tube can make or break presidents, popes, prime ministers. This tube is the most awesome force in the whole godless world. And woe is us if it ever falls into the hands of the wrong people.
Trait number 4. NPD is characterized by a lack of empathy and difficulty identifying others' desires, subjective experiences, and feelings.
Listen, it's not gonna happen, buddy. I was that hot girl. Hotter even. And I would never have gone out with you. And I'm not saying that to be mean, I'm saying that to be helpful.
Abernathy, my mother baked these cookies for you.
Oh. These cookies suck.
A bunch of us are going out tonight to see Period 5 play. Do you want to come?
I'd rather get shot in the face.
Those who interact with people who have NPD experience emotional coldness and a lack of reciprocal interest.
Do you know why I hired you? I thought you would be different. I said to myself, go ahead. Take a chance. Hire the smart fat girl.
Trait number 5. People with NPD often exhibited arrogant behaviors, as well as snobbish, dismissive, or patronizing attitudes.
There's no smoking in this building, Miss Trammell.
What are you gonna do? Charge me with smoking?
Did you kill Mr. Boz, Miss Trammell?
I'd have to be pretty stupid to write a book about killing and then kill somebody the way I described it in my book.
Writing the book gives you an alibi.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? The answer's no. I didn't kill him.
Wow, your house is really nice. I know, right?
Mr. Zuckerberg, do I have your full attention?
You have part of my attention. You have the minimum amount. Did I adequately answer your condescending question?
Wanna waste my time? Okay. I call my lawyer. He's the best lawyer in Miami. Such a good lawyer. Tomorrow morning, you're gonna be working in Alaska.
Because this company is now in the hands of CCA, the Communication Corporation of America. There's a new chairman of the board, a man called Frank Hackett, sitting in Mr. Ruddy's office on the 20th floor. And when the 12th largest company in the world controls the most awesome propaganda force in the whole godless world, who knows what will be peddled for truth on this network?
Trait number 6. NPD patients often believe they are superior, special, or unique, and they want others to see them as such.
I'm going back to school and becoming an occupational therapist.
An occupational therapist? Do I look like I want to marry a f***ing occupational therapist?
Hey, you wanna like grab a bite or something sometime?
You still a gym teacher?
I am, yeah.
Then no.
They may believe that only high-status individuals can understand them.
Oh, your grandfather designs watches?
The family business. Yeah, my mother's maiden name is Lecoutre.
Shut up.
Trait number 7. People with NPD often have a grandiose feeling of self-importance.
And I remember, too, the day you left home, so full of bitterness and grandiose ideas, so full of yourself.
Do you know what would happen if I suddenly decided to stop going into work? A business big enough that it could be listed on the NASDAQ goes belly up, disappears. It ceases to exist without me. No, you clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
So you listen to me. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is an amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We're in the boredom-killing business.
NPD patients are frequently fixated with dreams of limitless success, power, brilliance, attractiveness, or ideal love.
I hear Eddie say he knows a dentist looking for help.
Oh, forget it. Jesus, it's too menial. I go nuts. I want to go back to school. I want to get my degree and become, something substantial. I can't just do some mindless job.
Dwight asked me to move in with him, as I expected he would. He wants me to finish decorating his home. Then we'll marry and we'll move in together. He's one of these men who's lost without a woman. But it has to be the right woman. One who's a plus for his career. And I have the social skills required for his future in politics. For the next few years, we'll be living in Vienna.
So if you want the truth, go to God, because that's the only place you're ever going to find any real truth. But man, you're never going to get any truth from us. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you that Kojak always gets the killer and that nobody ever gets cancer in Archie Bunker's house. And no matter how much trouble the hero is in, don't worry, just look at your watch. At the end of the hour, he's going to win.
Trait number 9. The last trait of NPD. The majority of people with NPD require a lot of adoration.
Some teachers just sail by doing that bare minimum thing. I don't know, it's just not me.
It's good to know there's still some actual educators out there.
I will not be the figure of ridicule. I want respect, and I want it now.
You're not anybody in America unless you're on TV. On TV is where we learn about who we really are. Because what's the point of doing anything worthwhile if nobody's watching? And if people are watching, it makes you a better person.
We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. But you people sit there day after day, night after night, all ages, colors, creeds. We're all you know. You're beginning to believe the illusions we're spinning here.
Pyongyang says the new cruise missiles flew 932 miles, landing in North Korea's territorial waters. Experts say this could be the country's first such weapon with a nuclear capability.
There are only a handful of countries in this world that field nuclear cruise missiles, and we would be part of North Korea's overall development of as sophisticated a nuclear force as they can try to put together.
The Biden administration has been unable to get Kim Jong-un to agree to nuclear talks. And U.S. and outside experts say he has dramatically expanded his nuclear and missile programs since his failed summit with former President Trump in 2019. A notably slimmer Kim has been seen just last week at an annual military parade, raising questions about his health, since North Korea is a country with nuclear weapons run entirely by one man.
What is happening to me?
The answer is out there, Neo. It's the question that drives us.
What is the Matrix?
The Matrix is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
They're watching you, Neo.
Human beings are a disease. You are a cancer of this planet. And we are the cure.
Get me the hell out of here!
You're beginning to think that the tube is reality and that your own lives are unreal. You do whatever the tube tells you. You dress like the tube, you eat like the tube, you raise your children like the tube, you even think like the tube.
NPD can be grossly described as a pervasive, inflexible, long-term pattern of grandiosity, need for admiration, entitlement, and lack of empathy, that cause significant distress, or impairment in occupational and social functioning, that deviates markedly from cultural expectations. To be diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, someone must have at least 5 of the 9 traits we saw in this video.
Welcome to the real world.
So you're here to save the world.
So what do you need? Guns.
Lots of guns.
We are not saying that guns are the only reason that mass shootings continue to occur. We are saying that they factor in, and we are demanding that someone repeat the experiment that so many other countries have carried out and simply see if it yields the same results. Enough is enough!
Time to expose the hypocrites. Ladies and gentlemen, this will only take a moment.
Columbine. I like the way you die, boy.
Kill all the white people in the movie. How great is that?
Virginia Tech.
Tucson.
Aurora.
Fort Hood. Oak Creek. Newtown.
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 How many more?
How many more? How many more colleges? How many more classrooms?
Okay, I can understand why people like that.
How many more movie theaters?
Here we go. Yes.
How many more houses of faith?
Yeah, that's gangster style.
How many more shopping malls?
Let's kill it. You talking to me, bitch?
Easy there, fella.
Okay.
How many more street corners?
How many more?
How many more?
Enough. Enough.
It's kind of cool, actually.
Enough. Enough.
This is the moment Japan's nuclear disaster began. A giant tsunami wave crashes into the Fukushima Daiichi power plant.
So, I have just one word for Mr. Trump. Basta. Enough!
But a bright line in the sand, and we will protect you, that I can tell you, and we will say enough is enough.
Demand a plan.
Right now, as a mom.
As a dad. As a friend. As a husband.
As a wife.
As an American.
As an American. As an American.
As a human being.
For the children of Sandy Hook.
Demand a plan. No more lists of names. It's not too soon.
It's too late.
Now is the time.
What do I do? I just...
Before we all know someone who loved someone on that list.
No more lists.
No more.
Who they might have been. No more.
If we had just done something yesterday.
It's time.
We can do better than this.
We can do better than this.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time for our leaders to act.
Demand a plan. Right now.
Right now.
You! Demand it!
Enough.
She should know how to respond.
Enough.
Well, now you're the dead guy.
Breaking news from overnight, Congress confirmed Joe Biden will be the next president of the United States. Many of the senators and representatives who plan to object to the Electoral College count changed their minds in the final hours. And that includes one of President Trump's closest allies.
Trump and I, we've had a hell of a journey. I hate it being this way. Oh my God, I hate it. From my point of view, he's been a consequential president. But today, first thing you'll see. All I can say is count me out. Enough is enough. I've tried to be helpful.
No one has ever done anything like this.
That's why it's going to work.
Buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy. Because Kansas is going bye-bye.
Toto? I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Oh, Toto. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Toto? I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
And when it comes to the mandates, can members of Congress be forced to get a vaccine? Our Verify team has the answers. President Biden mandated the vaccine for all federal workers and contractors with no option to get a weekly test.
And some of you were wondering if this mandate includes members of Congress and their staff. Well, Brandon Lewis from our National Verify team finds out.
President Joe Biden announced a vaccine mandate that would affect more than 100 million Americans at the nation's largest employers. But one Verify viewer wants to know if that includes Congress. So let's verify. Does President Biden's vaccine mandate include members of Congress and their staff? Our sources are the White House, the Congressional Institute, and the Library of Congress. When President Biden announced his mandate, he singled out federal employees and one branch of government, and it wasn't the legislative.
I will sign an executive order that will now require all executive branch federal employees to be vaccinated. All.
While President Biden controls the executive branch, which includes employees of the president, vice president, and his cabinet, the Constitutional Institute says President Biden has no power to regulate Congress. So it's false that President Biden's vaccine mandate includes members of Congress and their staff.
Wake up, Toto. You're not in Kansas anymore.
Jesus, you startled me.
I definitely don't think we're in Kansas anymore, Toto.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, Toto. I don't think we're in the food chain anymore, Dorothy.
No, Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
This is mass madness, you maniacs! In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion.
Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself.
If we turn against each other based on divisions of race or religion,
Come on, try getting it out.
Ding, 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 bong.
That's all, folks.
Everybody knows, seek Jesus in the morning, seek Jesus in the noonday hour, seek Jesus in the evening, before the sun is going down. He said, "Now act, and it shall be given to you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door will be open to you, and he will come on in and sup with you a while." Hallelujah. Yes, he will. He'll come in. He'll come in. If you seek him, he'll come in. If you seek him, he'll come in. Bless your name, Jesus. Bless your name, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.